Gransfors Bruk small splitting axe. They got the maul, which I've shown you. They got the splitting axe, which is a full-size splitter. They got this one. They got the splitting hatchet. I have had this for a number of years. You can see it's well worn. Handle's got a nice patina. Little back of the log rust situation. I got this one for one-handed work and also to be able to split some lighter stuff. Now this is really outside of its weight class, but this little axe does a good job even against some larger wood. So this is what I got. I got some smaller stuff around, but I thought we'd try it on this big white oak and see how it does. I think it's only like 2.5 pounds, which is pretty light for two-handed work, but we're gonna go two-handed down to one-handed and just try it out. Now I'm stacking the deck. This is pretty straight grain white oak. It is a big piece, but still it's pretty straight grain, pretty old stuff. You can see this little axe is just gobbling it up. No problem. This is definitely a really handy camp axe. Not bushcraft axe, obviously, because it's not meant for carving and that kind of stuff, but you go on a camping trip, this is actually probably a more handy tool than a traditional axe. If you're just like car camping or tent camping by the old fire in the park, you'll get a piece of firewood like that. You need to break it down. This is the one to do it. Really easy to use one-handed. I mean, this is a piece of firewood right here. We don't even need to split it. I'm just doing it because I can. Left-handed, right-handed. Now, like all Gransfors Bruk axes, Gransfors axe. I think Bruk means axe in Swedish. Maybe not. But like all their axes, this thing comes razor sharp. It is very sharp when you get it. Now I've since used it a lot. It's still really sharp. And because it's got this heavy pole back here, you talking about a finger getter? And I have hit this hand with this axe before. I would not use the term pleasant to describe that situation, but as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still there. This thing will very readily relieve you of fingers. It's like the difference between a chef's knife and a butcher knife, especially a cleaver. Let's call a regular little camp axe a chef's knife. You know, you do something boneheaded with it, it'll take a finger off, but probably more likely just gonna take it down to the knuckle. Whereas this guy right here, it'll go all the way through. And the only reason why that's even more of a concern than usual is sometimes you're holding the wood with one hand and hitting it like this. Now I don't do it that often, but it does happen. I don't endorse that. I think I showed more than a couple ways on the kindling video that I made. You can look for that in my other videos on how to split wood, small wood, without having your hand on the wood. difference in this hardwood. This is chinkapin white oak. It's regular white oak. Chinkapin, regular. Now, I will say this handle's about, I don't know, depending on how big your handle is. Most handles are around 31 inches to 32. Some are a little longer. I think this one's around 24. It's a pretty big difference if you're swinging two-handed. So you always want to reposition yourself if you've gone from swinging a two-hander, full-size two-hander, to a short one like this. You want to set it on the wood before you really get to swinging, because if you go from a long handle to a short handle, you could miss everything with this if you're in the same spot. Not so much the other way around. If you're using a short handle, you go to a longer handle, chances are more likely that you're just going to overstrike. I mean, I would say that if you're a wood heater, these collared Gransfors axes, you know, a chainsaw, and a couple of these, it's really all you need. And they're spendy, you know, 150 bucks or something like that, but they're really good at what they do. And that collar is pretty useful, and I've definitely improved over the years my accuracy. But every once in a while, that collar saves your handle right there. And if you do happen to leave this out in the rain or in the woods and the handle goes bad, when you get a replacement, it comes with the collar already installed. That's really handy for someone who needs to replace that and doesn't have the full-on skill set or time or patience to recollar the handle. The other thing that collar helps with is when you're prying the wood apart. This really needs it. There's no strings in this stuff, but it really does add a little bit of strength to these premium hickory handles. Oh, I missed. This one, we'll try it. There's a big knot down there. We're gonna go for the big maul. See if we can knock that wood out from around that knot. Oh yeah. It's gonna go. It's going right down to it. broke off, which is also okay. It's a fair size piece. Another big knot on this one. Looks like it goes all the way through. We're gonna see if we can't ignore that. Probably won't work. It's crazy how different that is. We got about an inch knot there and 3 half-inch knots coming out of this little oaky cluster. The tree must have lost that, gave up on it, and said, let's go right here. Boom. I don't think they combined into one. Let's see if I can't get one more off of that. Yep. Perfect. All right. Back to the little guy. So this is a bit of a mystery to me. This side is black. Hold on, camera. Had some camera issues today. This is the second time we've had it fall over there. Sorry, everybody. I'm not Captain Video Edit here, okay? All right, so this side is black, and the other side, which is the side I've been splitting all this stuff from, isn't. It's kind of gray. So I assume this is the morning sun. The other side is maybe a little afternoony. And I was gonna flip it over and try that side because of this knot here, but obviously that side's a little tougher. So we're gonna go this one. I'm gonna predict 2 strikes right here. We'll knock that off clean, and then I'll get another one there. And I don't know why. Maybe 3. And if you stack rounds that you're gonna split next weekend or a couple weeks from now on the end, and then turn them over, that ground side that's been wet on the grass will split much easier than the side that's been exposed to the sun because of all the contracting and hardening grain and stuff. This one's been on its side, so I can't explain that part. You can see this axe really isn't big enough for this, but it's punching above its weight pretty good. One thing you will note, it's not getting stuck a lot. I mean, truly stuck. I did a video earlier today with that big Austrian axe. It got stuck some, but this one comes out pretty clean. That's not getting stuck. I mean, it is stuck, but you know what I mean. Like I can get it out with a little pumping on that thing. No big deal. That's just because of that smooth transition. Ooh, that's hot. Really need to get one more chunk off of this, then I can go to the side. I know there's better tools, faster ways, easier ways, all that kind of stuff. But you know how I like to do it kind of the hard way for a multitude of reasons. And this is to show you those kinds of things when you're going to get in there. Maybe this is the only tool you got. One more this way. Oh, that's a pretty good piece of firewood. I'll call it. This one needs to go. Stay put. Smooth. And one more right here. Not on the bottom, but I'm still gonna knock the triangle off here. Nothing like a white oak burley wood in there. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Gransfors small splitting axe. Love it. Hope you enjoy.